नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे राम 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 हरे नाउ माय वॉइस इज बेटर और प्रीवियसली इट वाज बेटर अभी बेटर है पहले बेटर था हम्म?
प्रभु जी पहले मतलब कब से, कब? बिल्कुल स्टार्टिंग से तो बेटर है। अब आई डोंट।
अब बेटर है ना
हाँ, अभी आप जैसे कुछ बोलेंगे तो ठीक है। अभी
ठीक
आ तो रही है। हाँ।
ठीक है इन बिटवीन अगर मेरा आवाज थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम होता है वॉल्यूम में तो यू कैन लेट मी नो ओके
राइट। राइट।
okay so in our last session what we understood anyone can summarize what we learned what we understood in our last session anyone remembers किसी को याद है last session what was there someone would like to share so Arjuna he gave the reason not to fight what was that reason destructions of the dynasties will get destroyed before that he gave the reason of I will not be able to enjoy this kingdom if my own family members are not there how I can enjoy to enjoy the kingdom I need all these people all these kingsmen all these family members friends family friends all these people I need so that I can enjoy before that he gave one more reason not to fight was his compassion he didn't want to kill unnecessary he didn't want to kill people either this side or that side I'll share the today's session. So last verse was this 39th verse, in which we that was the third reason. 39th verse was third reason. What was that? With the destruction of families, the eternal family tradition is vanquished, and thus the rest of the family becomes involved in practice. So this verse is continuing and how destruction of family happens, how family tradition is vanquished. All these things we'll understand in today's session. And what is the solution? All these things in today's session. Verse number 40. All of you can join to chant this verse. Adharma bhavat Krishna pradushyanti kula striha त्रिषु दुष्टाशु वर्णेश वार्ष्णेया जायते वर्णशंकरः एनीवन वुड लाइक टू चैंट श्लोका कोई चैंट करना चाहेगा श्लोक को ट्राई कीजिए ट्राई चैंट
प्रभु हरे कृष्ण
श्री कृष्ण
अधर्माभिभावत् कृष्ण प्रदुष्यन्ति कुलस्त्रियः स्त्रीषु दुष्टषु वर्ष्णेय जयते वर्ण संकरः
और कोई ट्राई करना चाहेगा
यस प्रभु जी। अधर्माभिभवात् कृष्ण प्रदुष्यन्ति कुलस्त्रियः स्त्रीषु दुष्टासु वार्ष्णेय जायते वर्णसंकरा.
कोई और ट्राई करना चाहेगा? ट्राई. Translation. When irreligion is prominent in the family, O Krishna, the women of the family become corrupt. And from the degradation of womanhood, a descendant of Vrishni becomes unwanted progeny. Very wonderful words to understand how a society or a nation or a kingdom or entire dynasty can fall down. Very important words. These series of words will help us to understand all these things. So we'll start with purport only, because in purport lot of good points are there. Prabhupada has explained what Prabhupada has said. Good population in the human society is the basic principle for peace, prosperity, and spiritual progress in life. What do we mean by good population? Good population is basically the population which is aligned with the responsibility of human beings. Suppose, for an example, this nation is there, India. In this, some people they commit some crime, the activity which is not authorized by the government. So what will happen? It will create the disturbance in the society. Suppose some thief comes, just like few couple of years back, there was a news of some gang or some group of thieves who used to steal during their daytime. So that gang or that group became very famous. So what happens when such unauthorized activities are there? Why those activities are there? Because of the people or the humans in the society which are not aligned with the code of conduct, which are not aligned with the code of this nation, rules and regulation of this nation. So what happened? It will create the disturbance in the society. It will destroy the peace in the society. The good population is the one which align with the rules and regulation, or in simple words, we can say with the dharma. That is the good population. So, what is the goal of this human life? Why this human life is given? This human life is given to purify our existence. Purify our existence is the primary goal of this life, which is very important. Now, how we can purify this existence of our life, that is further shared. Prabhupada is telling the Varnashrama religion principles were so designed that the good population would prevail in the society for general spiritual progress of state and community. So this Krishna in Bhagavad Gita further will understand. Krishna says, Chatur Varna Maya Shrishtam. This Varna, Chatur means four Varnas are there. What are those four Varnas? Anyone remembers? किसी को पता है? कोई शेयर करना चाहेगा? What are four Varnas? Someone would like to share?
Brahmacharya ashram, grahasth ashram, vanprasth ashram, and sannyas ashram.
That is ashram,
Ashram.
not Varna.
Brahman, Kshatriya,
Acha,
Shudra.
Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Okay.
Yes. That is Varna. Ashrama is Brahmacharya ashram,
Okay.
Grahastha ashram, Vanaprastha ashram, Sannyasa. But Varna is what? Varna is Brahmana. Brahmanas are the one who are intelligent
Division
class
of
of people.
society.
Yes. They guide the society. They lead the society. They help the people to understand what is right, what is wrong. That are Brahmanas. Further, after Brahmanas is Kshatriya. Kshatriya is nothing but administrative class of people who take care of the peace and harmony in the society. They take care of the rules and regulations are properly followed, and each and everyone in the society is making progress spiritually. That is the dharma of Kshatriya or administration class of people. Third comes is the mercantile or Vaishya, those who engage in developing money, artha, to run this society through various business, exchange of commodities, all various ways they are engaged in creating the wealth for the society, to run the society, to spread the dharma, to protect the dharma. They are the one who engage themselves in the business. Fourth is one which are known as Shudra. Shudra is basically what? The one who assists or help all three class of people, either Brahmana, Vaishya, or Kshatriya. All three class of people, or in simple language we can say as the people who assist the society make a spiritual progress. So when such Varnashrama principle is established in the society, people are acting or working based on their duties. So what happens? There is a peace in the society. That society further read, such population depends upon the chastity and faithfulness of womanhood. The very important point is such population. What kind of population? The population which follows this Varna Ashrama Dharma, the population which follows the rules and regulations of the society, such population is depend upon the chastity and faithfulness of the women. If women are chaste, if they are faithful, then there will be nice procreation in the society. There will be harmony. How this further will try to understand. As children are very prone to be misled, women are similarly prone to degradation. Suppose children, they are not getting sufficient guidance, so what will happen? They will be misled. A child, suppose he has been brought up in the background where people are a group of pluralist community, that child has been brought up. So what will happen? Naturally, he will develop those qualities, and there are 95% chances that he will take such a profession also. So what happens? If children are not taken care properly, they will be misled. So how children are taken care properly? Most important part is played by the mother. Bring up the child properly, to give him proper education, give him proper etiquettes, various understanding of life. Woman or a mother plays a very important role. And similarly, if women are not protected, if women are not taken care, they are also prone to degradation. Further, read. Therefore, both children and women require protection by the elder members of the family. For a society, it is very, very important that women, these children, and the brahmanas are protected. If they are not protected, they are not given the protection, because this plays a very integral, very important, very crucial role in the forming a good society or strong society. Brahmanas, women, and children. If they are not protected, downfall of the society is assured. Certainly, that society will downfall. I was going through reading how our India or Bharatvarsh was very, known for its culture. At certain point of time, it was also known as a golden bird across the world. So what has happened to India? So if you see the history, if you read the history in detail, the women and the Brahmanas of this same Bharatvarsha was exploited a lot. They have been harassed like anything by the invaders. Lot of invasion, lot of attacks happened because of that. The women and the Brahmanas, they were harassed, and the downfall of the society happened. That we can understand some other time how in detail that invasion and all those things happened. Further we'll read, by being engaged in various religious practices, women will not be enslaved to adultery. Women, they are engaged in spiritual activities or the religious activities, they will not be degraded. They will always make a progress, and they will also become a reason for the society to make a progress. That's why marriage is recommended. If woman, if a girl, she is trained very nicely, when she gets married, that family also makes a progress. That person that also makes a spiritual progress. According to Chanakya Pandit, women are generally not very intelligent and therefore not trustworthy. How Chanakya Pandit can say this? Women are not very intelligent. We are seeing women all across the world taking very big positions. They are the leaders. They are leading the society. In every field, women are there. So how they are not intelligent? Anyone can share this? How women are not intelligent? They are very intelligent. So how Chanakya Pandit can say like this? Or somewhere Shastras also says women are not intelligent. Or Prabhupada says, we'll read in Bhagavad Gita sometimes this line or this kind of statement will come. So anyone would like to share what does it mean women are not intelligent?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I think this could be related to that normally women are very emotional. So somebody can actually take advantage of that. So probably it could be hinting in that direction.
Okay. Anyone else?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes.
Recently, I read about this, Prabhuji, and at one place, Srila Prabhupada has given this interpretation that because women are smaller in stature physically than men generally, so their brains are smaller in size.
Okay.
Yeah.
But science says women are much intelligent than
Yeah.
men.
I read this, so I was sharing.
Okay. Any other one? Anyone else would like to share why women are not considered as intelligent? Okay. So when it comes as women are not intelligent, there are a lot of different kind of intelligence. A person who is very well versed in the science of mechanics, he has developed that kind of intelligence. The person who is very well versed with the science of electrical devices, electronic devices, he has developed that kind of intelligence. Suppose some fan or some kind of electronic device is not working, he can do troubleshooting very easily. Very easily he can do troubleshooting, very easily he can repair it and make it perfect. Right? So when it comes to women are not intelligent, especially it is very contextual, and it is referred, as rightly said, it is referred to their emotional intelligence, not their capabilities of various other fields. Women are not emotionally intelligent in general, not very emotionally intelligent. So what happened? when some kind of emotional up and down in their life or breakdown happens, they will not be able to keep the words or some kind of secrets. That's why it is mentioned, therefore they are not trustworthy. They are not very intelligent. Generally, women are not very intelligent and therefore they are not trustworthy also. Out of emotion, it happens, women, they share all the secrets very easy. So that's why in that way it is mentioned, not in another way. Otherwise, women are very intelligent. But emotionally, yeah, in general. So for that, if they are engaged in the spiritual activities, religious practices, they can be much way ahead than a man. They can perform very well. They are, because they can lead the society. These women, they have a responsibility to bring up the children. This woman has a responsibility. In most of the cases, if women they are spiritually inclined, automatically their husband also develops the affinity towards the spirituality. Whereas if husband is spiritually inclined, it wife is not spiritually inclined, it becomes very difficult to make wife spiritually inclined. Whereas if wife is spiritually inclined, it's become very easy for husband to become spiritually inclined. So women are very important. They have a very crucial role, and Vedas and all the scriptures keep the woman as a very unique position which cannot be compared any other position in the existence. Are so unique. So the different family traditions of religion activity should always engage them, and thus their chastity and devotion will give birth to good population and eligible for participating in Varna Ashrama system. So see, if women are spiritually engaged, what will happen? Good population will come, good children, good progeny will be created, who will be following the code of conducts of dharma, rules and regulation of dharma. And when that thing is happening, what will happen? Society will be peace and harmony. But on the failure of such varnashrama dharma, naturally the woman become free to act and mix with the man, and thus adultery is indulged in at the risk of unwanted cooperation. But if women are not inclined toward spirituality, or if there is no proper follow, this varnashrama dharma is not properly followed, what will happen? Adultery will be there. That adultery, there will be unwanted population. Irresponsible men also provoke adultery in the society. Thus, unwanted children flood the human race at the risk of war and Palestine. So, very important thing. What happens when irresponsible persons are there in the society? They simply create the disturbance in the society. And when such disturbance is there in the society, what happens? There is always hurdle is there towards spiritual progress. Such irresponsible men, what they will do? They will propound some philosophy, certain things which are against dharma, which are against the peace of the society, harmony of the society. They will encourage such things which will create simply disturbance in the society. Just like because of such many irresponsible persons in the society, women are not safe. They get harassed many times. Why? Because people are not responsible. Whereas they should be responsible, they should be held responsible to give protection to the women. But what they are doing, they are harassing the women. When they harass the women, what happens? Degradation is the degradation of society is unavoidable. So we need responsible person. And how such responsible persons can be bring up in the society? When they are taught the values, the spiritual values, value of human life. They are been taught such subject matter, they will be responsible, they will have responsibility. Very important thing is there, especially when she has a lot of part to play in the society, especially when a woman she gets married, she becomes a wife, she becomes helpful to the husband to perform various religious and to satisfy the desires of the husband. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, she plays a very important role. She becomes the great source of energy for the husband. Source of energy for the husband to make a spiritual progress. But if woman is not spiritually cultured, she is not brought up properly in the society, what happens? Varna Shankara will be there. What is Varna Shankara? Varna Shankara means to simply create bada, disturbance in the society. Varna Shankara is to simply create the disturbance in the society. And that Varna Shankara is the result of the polluted woman. So how this war will lead to the pollution or degradation of the woman? Anyone can share how this war will has to do with the degradation of women? यूथ से कैसे वुमेन्स का डिग्रेडेशन होगा, वुमेनहुड का डिग्रेडेशन?
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, the protection will not be available, which is available as of now.
Okay.
The exploitation might happen by the warriors who have won this battle.
Yes. Yes, that is very important. What happens when one party wins the war, another party soldiers may exploit the woman. That is one thing. And another thing is when the family, that person who is protecting the entire family, who has responsibility of the entire family, when he is not alive, when he is not there, so automatically degradation happens. Degradation happens. Entire family will become unprotected. They will not be brought up because the elder person who is taking care of that family has a duty to guide the entire family. Suppose our parents would not have been there, so it would have become very difficult for us to develop the values, for us to make a proper growth in our life. The values, the culture, we would not have learned all this. Because of our parents, all these things would have not very much possible. So similarly in the war, a lot of people would give up their life, women will become unprotected. Various families will get destroyed. Next verse. Shankaro nark घाणानां कुलस्या च पतन्ति पित्रो हि येषां लुप्तपिण्डोका क्रिया. When there is increase of unwanted population, a hellish situation is created for the family and for those who destroy the family tradition. In such corrupt families, there is no offering of oblation of food and water to the ancestors. It creates hellish condition for both the families, the person who is destroying the family or the person whose family is getting destroyed. Both will, for both of them, it is a hellish situation. How? The person who is destroying another family, he is an aggressor. He will go through various sufferings in his life, and the person whose family is destroyed, his next progeny, his next generation will not do any religious activity because they have not been trained. They have not been trained, so they will involve in irreligious practices. Just like Pindodaka. What is that Pindodaka? It is oblation offered to food of and water offered to the ancestors. Pindadan in general Vishay or Shraddha ceremony. What happens in that Shraddha ceremony? The Putra, he offers the remnants of Vishnu or Prasada of Vishnu to the Brahmanas, so that the person whose soul he might be suffering in hellish planets, or he might have taken a form of a ghost, he may suffer the sinful reactions. So to relieve him of all these sinful reactions, of all the miseries he is going through, this Pinda Dana or this Shraddha ceremony is performed, so that he gets an opportunity to eat Vishnu Prasadam through Brahmanas, and with that Prasadam, he makes a spiritual advancement. Some foolish people, they say how it can be possible that through Brahmanas, my ancestors, my father, my forefather, they are eating. How it can be possible? So very important thing to learn here, just like now, through this Zoom, this technology of Zoom, this software, all of us are connected. We are in various parts of the world. Like some are from Delhi, some are from Mumbai, some are from some other places, US. Like today I am in Ayodhya, some are in Delhi. So we all are connected, and in real time we are all interacting, understanding this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Just imagine how powerful that technology might be. Our Vedas, that just by Brahmanas, they are eating this prasadam. The ancestors, the forefathers, they get the benefit. Once Krishna, Narayana, Vishnu eats through fire or through mouth of Brahmanas. That's why when Brahmanas are well fed, Krishna is satisfied. Right? Very nice purport. This is again. According to the rules and regulation of fruitive activities, there is a need to offer periodical food and water to the forefathers of the family. So periodically means, as per the Vedas, once in a year for 15 days, this time comes to offer the Shraddha ceremony or the Pinda. This offering is performed by worshipping of Vishnu, because eating the remnants of food offered to Vishnu can deliver one from all kinds of sinful actions. When this food is offered to the Brahmanas, which is offered to first Vishnu, what happens? They will be free from all sinful actions. So this prasadam is so potent, it purifies the existence. This purifies the human existence. Sometimes the forefather may be suffering from various types of sinful reactions, and sometimes some of them cannot even acquire a gross material body, are forced to remain in subtle body as ghosts. Thus, when remnants of prasadam offered to forefathers by descendants, the forefathers are released from the ghostly and other kind of miserable life. Such help rendered to the forefather is a family tradition, and for those who are not in devotional life are required to perform such rituals. See, very wonderful statement here. Such help rendered to the forefather is family tradition, and for those who are not in devotional life are required to perform such rituals. So what does that mean? A person who has taken this path of devotional life, Bhakti Yoga, he is not bound to any such ritual. Why? Because as soon as he takes the path of this devotional service, mukti or liberation is waiting for that person. Not only for that person, even the forefathers, 7 generations before, 7 generations after is liberated very easily. And a person who becomes a pure devotee, his so many generations get unified, so many generations get liberation very easily. How Bhagavatam says, what it says, one who is engaged in devotional life is not required to perform such actions. Simply by performing devotional life, one can deliver hundreds and thousands of his forefathers from all kinds of miseries. What it is, shared, Devarashi Bhutat Nirnam Pritranam is from six kinds of personalities. He is not bound. Just like as soon as we are born, we have various obligations. We have obligation for the society. We have obligation for various demigods. Like Surya Dev is providing us sunlight, which is helping us to maintain our life and soul. So suppose for 2 days sun is not there, there is disturbance in the society. Suppose there is no water, rain is not there, there will be no agricultural activities, food grains will not be there. So to sustain our life, there are a lot of things that play a very crucial role, especially like our parents and all these things plays a very crucial role to maintain our life. But when we take the devotional service, when we serve the lotus feet of Krishna, what will happen? We are free from all obligations. How? Very nice translation. Anyone who takes the shelter of the lotus feet of Mukunda, the giver of liberation, give up all kind of obligation and has to take part of in all seriousness, owes neither duties or nor obligations to the demigods, sages, general living entities, family members, humankind, or forefathers. So he is free from the obligation of all these personalities. It includes everyone. Such obligations are automatically fulfilled by performance of devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, very nice example, we can understand this thing. Just like a tree is there. For nourishment of tree, you no need to water separately to the leaves, to the twigs, to the branches. You water just root. Entire tree will flourish. Same way, when we serve the Krishna, entire this thing is taken care. Everyone is satisfied. Everyone is taken care. So especially Putra, the son, has this responsibility to give liberation, to perform this pinda. Putra meaning itself is there is there is a hellish planet by name Punam, Pum, Pum Nama Narka. There is a hellish planet by name Puma Nama Narka. And the Putra means the person who delivers from that hellish planet. Putrayate iti putraha. The one who delivers from the hellish planet is Putra. So that's why people, why they get married. Shastras explain. Putrarthe kriyate arya. Arya means wife. They accept a wife to beget a child, to beget a putra, son, who can deliver us, deliver me. Suppose I want to be delivered. I am not performing devotional activity. As per Karma Kanda, I should get married. I should get a child, so that with the help of child, I can get liberated. So I have to bring up my child in such a way he performs all these activities, so that I get liberated. But if I accept this devotional service, no need of any obligations to be fulfilled. All the things are taken care of. No need to perform all the different activities. Next verse. Doshereta kulagranam varna shankara kare sadyante jati dharma kula dharmascha sashvatah. Due to the evil deeds of the destroyers of the family tradition, all kinds of community projects and family welfare activities are devastated. So what happens? First, with the war, there is destruction of the families. Women get polluted. There is a Varna Shankara. When Varna Shankara is there, so what will happen? All these Varna Shankara means unwanted population is there. That unwanted population will not at all be, aligned to perform these community projects. What are these community projects? Basically, that will understand. The four orders of human society, combined with family welfare activities, as they are set forth by the institution of Sanatana Dharma and Varnashrama Dharma, are designed to enable the human being to attain his ultimate salvation. So, as we know, we have understood that we are the part and parcel of Krishna. Mamevamsha Jiva Bhutas. We are the part of Krishna. So, first project in our life is what? To satisfy Krishna. So, what happens? This Varnashrama Dharma is designed in such a way that it helps a human being to make a spiritual progress to satisfy Krishna. But when there is unwanted population, Varna Shankara is there is no Varnashrama Dharma. People are not responsible to perform their duties. They are not held responsible to perform their duties. There is a disturbance in the society. All the community projects, especially liberation or to get free from this birth and death, all these things are not taken care. They are not being properly bring up in spiritual life. What happens? There is a disturbance. All these community projects, they are not aligned. Just like Prabhupada very nicely he says, nowadays people want such a leader who can satisfy their senses. If you are able to satisfy my senses, I will vote you. I will vote for you. Otherwise, I don't know who you are. So we don't know what is our good or what is our bad. But we want our senses are satisfied, I will vote you. If my senses are not satisfied, I will not vote you. Whereas a leader, a person who is leading the society as per dharma, he knows what is good and what is bad. He keeps the society in such a way. Suppose today, ruling party is BJP. It is satisfying the need of the people in general. So people will vote BJP. Suppose for some reason that BJP party is not able to satisfy. So what will happen? They will vote to another party. If tomorrow that party is not satisfying their needs, they will vote to another party. All these things will be always happening. But a person who leads the society with proper dharma, the entire society is trained in that way. There is always peace and harmony in the society. We'll read further. Therefore, the breaking of the Sanatana Dharma and tradition by irresponsible leaders of the society brings about chaos in the society, and consequently, people forget the aim of life, Vishnu. Such leaders are blind, and persons who follow such leaders are sure to be led into chaos. Andha yather andha means A blind person is there. He is thinking this another person will help me to cross the road, but another person is also blind. So what will happen? They may met with a horrible accident, ghastly accident. This is what is happening in the society. Leader is not trained to follow the dharma. General public is not trained to follow the dharma. General public is voting for that such a blind leader because public is also blind. So what is happening? There is a chaos in the society. Now and then there is some kind of chaos is there. So what is the purpose of this human life is to purify the existence. And how this existence can be purified? By performing various samskaras. What are the samskaras? There are 16 kinds of samskaras. Samskaras are basically purificatory rituals. It starts from conceiving the child till our death. Parents, when they conceive the child, from that time, this Garbhadana samskara is performed. Then, child is born before even one more samskara is performed, that is Pumsavana samskara. After that, child he takes a birth, Jataka karma, Namkarana samskara, Annaprashana, Karnaveda, so Upanayana samskara, Vidyarambha samskara, Vivah samskara, Antim samskara. All different samskaras are performed so that our existence can be purified. But all these samskaras, when are not performed, what happened? There is a disturbance. Jati dharma is what? Just like a person is a brahmana, if he is not properly leading the society, guiding the society as per brahmana rule, as per brahmana dharma, is not performing his dharma, so there will be disturbance. Kshatriya is not performing his dharma, there will be disturbance. So everyone has to perform his own duty. But above all these duties is, above all this dharma is what? Jati dharma is primary. Jati dharma is we are part and parcel of the Krishna. Amevamsha Jivaluki Jiva Dharma Sanatana. That is our full dharma. That is our Jati dharma. That we have to satisfy Krishna. When we satisfy Krishna, all the dharmas are taken care. All the dharmas are properly performed. Everything is in peace and harmony. Next. उत्सनकुल धर्माणाम मनुष्याणाम जनार्दना नरके नित्यं वासो भवति अनुशुश्रुमा. O Krishna, maintainer of the people, Janardana, I have heard by the disciplic succession that those who destroy family traditions dwell always in hell. Arjuna is telling, I have heard. It is not like I am telling. Not my opinion it is. I have heard it in disciplic section. Anushrama is, I have heard it from the sages, from the Brahmanas, from the Vedic literatures. I've heard that people who destroy family tradition. What is family tradition? Family tradition is what basically purify the human existence through various samskaras like Pindadana, so many samskaras, various practices, spiritual practices. All these are the family traditions. When these family traditions are destroyed, they dwell in hellish planet. Hell. So Arjuna is telling, Arjuna bases his argument not on his own personal experience but on what he has heard from the authorities. That is the way of receiving knowledge. That is known as Shabda Pramana. There are three ways of receiving knowledge. What is Anumana Pramana, Shabda Pramana, or Anumana, Shabda, Pratiksha Pramana. Through three different ways one receives the knowledge. Out of three, best is Shabda Pramana, by hearing. One cannot reach the real point of actual knowledge without being helped by the right person who is already established in that knowledge. Suppose that person is not well versed, how he can guide the society? He cannot guide the society. Suppose a person, he is fallen into some ditch, he is fallen into deep well. Another person is there outside. If he is not strong enough, he cannot protect that person, he cannot pull out that person. He may also fall into that well or ditch. The same way, if authorities are not properly, that's why it is mentioned as authority, he has heard from such persons. So when that right person is not having sufficient knowledge, so he cannot guide the society. That's why bona fide person is very important. That's why this knowledge we receive in parampara, evam parampara prapta. There is a system in the Varnashram institution by which one has to undergo the process of evolution before death for his sinful activities, Praishchitta. So basically, in our life, lot of activities, lot of things that we perform, lot of actions we perform, various such actions yields the karma, yields the reactions, and such reactions bound us. Such reactions are sinful reactions, they bound us. So what is the solution? Scripture suggests one has to perform prashchita, and this prashchita has been performed in various ways. One of the ways what? One of the ways that people retire after grasthashrama, they retire to the forest life, perform prashchita. But that is not possible in this particular life, current life of Kali Yuga. So what is the solution? The solution is to perform the devotional service, Bhakti Yoga. And every moment we are satisfying Krishna. In every act of our life, we are satisfying Krishna. That is the biggest atonement. If Krishna is satisfied, everything is taken care of. That is the biggest way of getting rid of all the sinful reactions. Right? So with this, we'll end for today. If anyone has any questions or anything to share, please feel free to share or ask. Arjuna needs to give the context. Why Arjuna needs to give the context? Yes. So basically, Arjuna, he being a devotee who is a proper Kshatriya, he has been trained up in that culture of Kshatriya Dharma. Kshatriya Dharma is who is well versed with the scripture knowledge, knowledge of weapons, all these things. So he is not simply just in his opinion, he is presenting his argument. He is giving the reference of the scriptures. Just like in a court, if you see any judgment is passed, if it is a very sensitive case, it refers to various previous judgments. Based on their understanding, they pass certain judgments or they present their arguments in front of the judge. So that is the natural way of presenting an argument. Okay, hope this answers your question.
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, yes. आपका कोई क्वेश्चन है? कोई क्वेश्चन है सुरेंद्र जी आपका? Okay, so we'll end here. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.